Hi there, Intro to Art. I miss seeing your faces in this art room. As you can see, I'm in the art room right now and it's quite empty. So it's a little weird, but I just wanted to show my face this time to say hi. I hope you're all doing well and keeping up with what you need to and adjusting to school online. Today I'm going to take you through your next project, which you can start brainstorming and planning today. And it is an illuminated letter. So let's take a look.
Your Illuminated Letters project will be primarily a pen and ink illustration. Hopefully you can add color if you're able to. The Illuminated Letters come from Illuminated Manuscripts. It's a book where the text also has elaborate decorations such as initials, borders, miniature drawings, or illustrations, as you can see in these photos. Until the beginning of the 13th century, most of the illuminators of the books were religious men, the monks. They mainly copied Bibles that were used in missionary work. A lot of people were illiterate, so having the illustrations in the books made it easier for missionaries to share the Bible and share the gospel with people so they could see the stories. It also made it easier for missionaries to find particular sections because the pages were decorated and showed the stories. Often the illustrations were designed so that they could be seen from a distance when held up in front of an audience, which would also help share the gospel to people who couldn't read. As each book was created, the first letter of each page was formed as a work of art. Each book was an original and it was hand-drawn. The printing press had not been invented until the 14th century. Let's take a look at some examples of illuminated letters. What can you learn about each artist through their art? We've got an N here that's really thick, and it has all of the drawings inside of the letter N. You can see the N goes to the border. That's a very thin black edge. Some things that this artist likes, you can tell, is nature, hunting, fishing. You can see a big eagle right here, the eye, the beak. And it looks like she has a life verse here as well. And I love how she filled in some of the empty space with patterns and designs. Here's another example of a letter. You can see this artist used the Sharpie to create a lot of texture and line work to show shadows in cross-hatching. You can see on the camera, she must love photography. You've got the curved hatch marks to show the shadow. Music, a lot of intricate patterns and designs. Here's a horse head. Soccer is a big part of her life, faith, hope, and love. Some food that she likes as well. And some music artists. As you're thinking about your own illuminated letter, the goal is that you create an illuminated letter that communicates who you are and what is important to you. So the first step is to research and draw various styles of lettering or fonts. You have to think about what is the shape of the letter you want. It should either be your first initial or your last initial. Brainstorm ideas to illuminate the letter with. Think about what describes you, what you like, what's important to you. You'll need a list of 10 to 15 descriptors. Please consider including a spiritual element, a life verse, song lyrics, symbols, if that's something that's important to you. What you'll need to think about with turning in the assignment on Google Classroom is you need to include your brainstorming document with your list of 10 to 15 descriptors, your reference images, and ideas for fonts. If you have any images of stylized lettering, you can look that up too. Also, you'll need to include a photo of any sketch work that you create, whether it's drawing different symbols to describe you or practicing with the font lettering. Here are two more examples. Peyton had a little bit more freedom with the letter P and adding decorations outside of it and around it. And then he painted it with watercolor as well. I like how Julia has rope wrapping around her letter J that goes into the anchor as well, and then she has a detailed border as well. Make sure you do some research, get some ideas, and really think about how you can communicate who you are and what is important to you. If you were to create an illuminated manuscript about yourself, what would that first letter in the book be decorated to look like?